go ahead and get started.
Yeah, disappointing loss. Obviously, you can't lose the turnover battle, have the number of self-inflicted wounds that we did and put 16 points on the board and expect to win. Defense fought, but obviously when the time possession is almost doubled, we didn't do a good enough job offensively sustaining drives. It starts with that. Very disappointing to have that kind of performance here. Homecoming, we got to regroup. We got a couple extra days here before we shift to midweek action, and we have to play better, period.
What are some things that you kind of took out of this game as far as?
Not really very many positives, to be honest with you. Obviously, first half, we did some good things moving the football. Defensively, to hold them the way they did. We had a turnover there right before the end of the first half. And then they went down and put 3 points on the board as time expired, hitting a 55-yarder there. So we didn't play well enough. Starting really, to be honest with you, from an offensive standpoint, putting 16 points on the board, turning the ball over, can't happen. Can't happen.
How difficult is it for the defense? I mean, they played really well. They were on the field for a really long time. How difficult is it to sustain that?
Can't ask them to do that. Obviously having the possession the way that it was, they were on the field for 81 snaps. We only had 60 on the offensive side of the ball. So just not we put the offense, put them in a bad position. Disappointing, really disappointing.
What do you hope to see improve from the offense?
We don't have a choice. We've got a 4-game season left here. We got a couple extra days to dive into it, but we got to play better. We have to execute at a high level. We have to come out with a sense of urgency. We got to sustain drives. We got to score touchdowns. We didn't get that done today. That falls squarely on me. That'll get fixed.
Coach, compared to the 3 straight comebacks, did you feel like your team had more opportunities early to kind of, take control of the game rather than having to come back like you have?
Well, we got in the red zone, we turned the ball over, and you can't do that. Now, obviously, we had the 1 snap, we had the interception there, came away with no points. That's when I talk about the self-inflicted wounds. You can't do that. When you get down the red zone, you have to end up scoring points, touchdowns. We got to get that handled. That can't happen. We're 8 games into it right now, and that's not a winning formula.
The team, I guess, has done a really nice job of finishing strong, come behind wins. Today it didn't work out quite like that. What was the difference?
Well, we'll see what we're made of. We didn't make enough plays to win. Again, starting with the offensive side of the ball, we scored 16 points. That can't happen. Defense, we put them in a bad position. To go out there and they ran off the final 7 minutes of the game, or final whatever it was, 6-7 minutes of the game, they ran it out. And so obviously we got to look long and hard here over the next couple of days before we attack full speed ahead here with Kent State.
Did you like anything in particular coming out of halftime in that third quarter?
Obviously it was good to come out in the third quarter and have 2 drives there. We really outscored them 9-0 there. In the third quarter. Disappointing to have the extra point blocked like that. That went from, you got good momentum, good things happening, then all of a sudden it gets a little deflating when you have a blocked extra point right up the middle. But that was good, coming out in the third quarter, being able to do that. But we got outscored in the fourth quarter, and obviously, we got to go. We got to make more plays, and we got to find a way to win a game.
Containing the quarterback running today was an issue. Was that just mistakes, or was that a game plan?
Yeah, we'll have to look at it, look at the film and see. Obviously, there's a couple times there where we had some missed tackles. Obviously, he did a good job in the zone read piece of it, making good decisions. But we'll have to look at it. And I really think that, he's one of those guys that he can hurt you both with his arm and with his legs. And he made some good plays out there.
Maybe a bit of a silly question, but, largest attendance of the season today, homecoming week. Is this thing a little bit more
disappointing? Obviously appreciate that. Great weather day, and we didn't get it done. Disappointed. We appreciate the fans. Disappointing.
Very good. Thank you.
Thank you. Obviously, tough loss. You had a touchdown, pretty solid game, but what kind of seemed different today? The team was able to come from behind 3 straight weeks. Today, not so much.
Yeah, obviously not the outcome we wanted. Bottom line, we got to play better. Tough to win when we don't win the turnover battle. But I'm not blaming that on anybody. I put this loss just on myself, just like I know the rest of the offense will, rest of the team will. So yeah, just got to get back in here, get better, and on to the next one.
What did you take out of this game on a positive note, if anything?
I mean, we stayed together, which is tough. I mean, you never really saw us give up. You've seen that throughout the season, but even when we're losing, we're still not giving up. And yeah, like I said, just got to get better. But yeah, proud of this team, and I know we got big things ahead.
First homecoming game, it's significant playing time for you. Obviously, you're a Muncie kid, been here around this, highest attendance in the season today, but obviously weren't able to come out on top. Does that sting a little bit, I guess, or?
Yeah, it's tough. You know, being from Muncie, great crowd. We'd like to feed off of that, and you know, they were into it the whole game, and unfortunately we couldn't get them win. But good to see those people out here, and hopefully they'll come back for our last home game here.
What are you and like the offense in general looking to improve on going forward? Because you know, you said it's got to be a little better, and Coach Newsom just like you guys looking at it.
Yeah, we just got to be more consistent. I mean, you see us 2 turnovers in the red zone. It's tough. Got to be able to capitalize when we get opportunities. And, you know, we're kind of shooting ourselves in the foot sometimes. And it's just, you know, things we got to learn from. And like I said, we'll watch the film, get back at it, and we'll be all right.
Is there anything you can like point to is like why the team's sort of like off these slow starts consistently and then is able to have flashes of where like you guys are moving the ball really well?
I think bottom line, it just comes down to us. We got to come out ready to go. It's nothing that the coaches are doing. It's nothing that the opponents are doing. It's just us. And, you know, we've been working to get it fixed, but obviously we haven't yet. So we're going to keep working. And, yeah, we'll be all right.
Are you guys, you know, talking to John at all? I know he's kind of struggled going up and down the last couple of weeks with, you know, passing. What are you guys kind of talking about?
I think John's been doing a phenomenal job. I'm never going to say anything negative about him. He's the best leader on our team. Just an incredible guy. So his performance, whether you guys think it's up and down or not, I think he's been solid all year. And I'm never going to say anything negative about him. You know, I love this team, love everybody here, and I take responsibility for the losses just like I know everybody else will. So I won't point at one person, and I just know that as a team, we're going to come together and we'll be all right.
Seems to be, you know, obviously a pretty somber post game. You know, who came in was short and unhappy. Obviously, you're not happy either. I was in the locker room after the game, and even at halftime, you guys came out after halftime and played pretty well, even offensively, and then kind of came down to a whimper, I guess. How's the locker room after the game?
I mean, you know, obviously you guys are disappointed when you lose on your homecoming. It's not what you're looking for. Never want to lose. But like I said, we stay together. Halftime, everybody had the same look in their eyes as they did at the start of the game. So, you know, I have faith in everybody in this program, and I know we're going to get things turned around.
Good. Thanks, Brady.
Appreciate it.
Thank you, Brady.
For Clayton.
Clayton, obviously you take it up. You know, the defense was on the field a lot today. How tough is that to kind of sustain throughout the entire game?
I don't know what the total play count was. Didn't feel too bad, to be completely honest. There's some changes happened in the game, but overall, honestly, I didn't feel like, I don't know what the total play count was. Didn't feel horrible. 35, 46, 70,
81.
yeah, 81. So, I mean, we've had higher games, we've had lower games. I think if we get off on third down, limit the penalties, capitalize on some of the turnovers we could have had, we'd be obviously off the field a little bit more. But I think there was times we capitalized to get off the field that we did, and it led us to lead more plays.
It kind of just seemed like a recurring theme of today where like opportunities would come your guys' way. Some of them you took advantage of, but it seemed like kind of the ones that really ended up mattering the most in the team, whether it be offense or defense, wasn't really able to capitalize the most. How do you feel like that can improve?
I think that's just at times you just need to cut it loose and go play. And I think we have a good football team. I think that's a solid football team. I think we're better than them, but penalties on critical situations, critical turnovers. Obviously we lost the turnover battle today. Had a chance to, I dropped a pick. Nick had a chance at a pick. My drop pick led to John throwing a pick late in that, like a minute left in that quarter. They had a fumble down on the goal line that we should have grabbed. I think that's just stuff that we capitalize on those. Then I'm having a totally different conversation, and you're asking me, you know, how is the turnover battle positive for us, the game changer? I think it's just happens in a football game, and you got to capitalize on it. We got to find a way to get to those balls. We got to find a way to get the offense the ball in good situations. You know, we forced some 3 and outs, but they were getting deep in our territory at times on a little bit longer drives, and we got into 4th down. Brandon Berger had a sack, some stuff like that. But if we can get our offense better field position, then I think with the turnover, with a 3 and out faster, I think that would help us.
3 straight combined wins heading up to today, and then the team was in that position today, and obviously it didn't turn out that way. What was different today?
You just can't put yourself in those situations that often. I mean, if you're going to put yourself in a bad situation in the 4th quarter, eventually it's not going to pay off for you. You know, you can say you're a 4th quarter team, and we can say we're a second half, but at some point we got to put 4 complete quarters together. We got to come out fast and finish strong. Can't really rely on one or the other too much and play complete 4 quarters.
Obviously, you know, in the 4th quarter, this year she scored 10 points against Ball State, and it just kind of seemed like a little bit of an up and down game because, you know, in the 3rd quarter, you guys came out pretty strong on offense and played a good defensive quarter as well. Is it kind of about finding that consistency, like you said?
I think, you know, one of the things that from my perspective, I would love to see is the offense and defense play a little bit more complementary football. I think our offense is great. I think our defense is great. And I think we struggle at times when we shouldn't. And it would be great to go out there and have it if John's struggling or we can't get Carson going or something, defense goes out there, makes play, gives them the ball right back, and vice versa. If we're struggling on our offense, and I think I think we're a great team, but there's just times where we're just letting mistakes, back to back mistakes, special teams, offense, defense, whatever it is, that's just can't have that accumulation of mistakes affect our gameplay. And I think it just happened a little too much today.
What do you hope to see like between now and November 1st meeting against the state, and then just moving forward out of the defense and the team in general?
I think guys just need to continue to buy in. It's a long season. You never know what can happen in MAC football, especially when we get to the action weeks. It's crazy. I mean, just have faith that just one by one, if we can win games, that it's going to turn out good for us. There's still a lot ahead. There's still 4 games. It's not like our season just ended automatically after week 8. So just continue to buy in, take the time that we have on this buy-ish type style week, the extra couple days, and let's buy in for the last 4 weeks.
And then, you know, it's been kind of all 3 interviews, you know, with you, Coach New, and Brady. Just seems disappointment's been one that's been thrown around, and it seems overall somber. Is that kind of the best way to describe it?
Yeah, I think when you have games like that you think you should win, that you feel like you could have won, had a chance to win, let it slip through. Just college football, you lose a game, take a minute if you want to be disappointed, that somber attitude. But at some point, you know, you gotta go to the next one, watch the film, and let's keep going because it's a long season.
Right. I guess just finally, largest attendance of the year, homecoming week. Coming up a little short, is that staying a little bit more knowing that, or?
Yeah, honestly, yeah. You know, you try to pay attention to, we're not here. I mean, it's an entertainment, NCAA is a business, but we're here to play for our brothers and play for our coaches and play for each other. But it is nice to see when, you know, you want people to come to games. You want that atmosphere, because sometimes the atmosphere can change a game. And it's nice to see fans and see that accumulation. Yeah, it sucks to let a community down and your student population down and all that stuff. But at this point, standing here, loss is a loss. Let's move on to the next.
Just one for me. You know, their quarterback today rushed 19 times for 79 yards and touchdown. I think the guy last week had 10 for 55. You know, what was the issue containing that, you know, that element of the game?
We just got to be on the same page. You know, you always have a downhill threat and a horizontal threat when they run zone read like that. So who's the downhill threat? So who's the running back? Who's the horizontal? Who's the quarterback? We just got to be on the same page as a defense as a whole. Some of the stuff we do, it changes who's what, and we just need to be on the same page. It's just with him coming in the game, we knew they had a chance to play 2 different quarterbacks, 7 and 4. 7 was going to be more their pocket passer. When 4 was in the game, we knew that he had a chance to run, a little bit more athletic, mobile quarterback. We just need to be on the same page from a defense, top to bottom, everybody.
Were there any of those runs? I know you had one particularly like 3rd and 10, you ran for 20. I mentioned you also scored. Obviously, you ran for that touchdown. are those deflating at all? Because obviously, like, you don't expect that. So,
Yeah, it sucks to see a first down. I don't care who it is. Sucks to see a first down, period. It sucks to see a touchdown. Where I'm at, sometimes I can't see what happened, why it happened. But at that point, it's damn, that was a first down. We gotta regroup. We get back to the next one.
Thanks, Clayton.
Thank you.
Thanks, man.